Hello you plonkers and welcome back to another video today on the Drewzy channel. Trade season continues. Another massive day of trades today. If you're enjoying the trade content, let me know down below. Let's get into the video. So Adam Cerra has finally left my boys, the Fremantle Dockers, and I'm depressed. I'm not happy about it. We've given Cerra away for the 6th pick and a future 3rd rounder, and we've been ripped off is the best way to put it. But as I said in yesterday's video, you can't really expect too much when a player's out of contract. So we've been given the 6th pick, which gives us 2 top 10 picks in this year's draft, which is exciting. But to be honest, I'd give both those picks away to have Adam Cerra back at Freo. So Adam the Snake Cerra joins Carlton and makes them probably a top 5 to top 3 midfield in the competition, with Cripps and Walsh in there as well. He's a silky mover, class by foot, just beautiful kick on both feet, and he's great with the uncontested ball. He will just forge that mid to forward connection perfectly for the Blues, and it's a massive acquisition for Carlton. They've done well to get him. He turned 22 on Thursday. He's already played 76 games. He had career highs all across the board last year, namely in disposals, where he had 23 a game, 3.3 clearances a game, and 5 inside 50s. So this bloke delivers week in, week out. His pressure around the ground is great. Carlton, you've done well, and I'm not happy about it. In other Freo news, Rory Lobb's agent has been out and about today, and he's been contacted by GWS. GWS seem to be interested in Rory Lobb, and Peter Bell has come out on the trade radio and said, we don't want to trade Rory Lobb, so it's going to have to take something big to get him over to GWS. And during the day, Bobby Hill's name was thrown up as a potential trade option, so that could happen. I wouldn't mind that. But do we really need a Bobby Hill, as talented as he is? I'd love him on the list, but is that the player we need at the moment? To be honest, we'd probably need Lobb over someone like a Bobby Hill. I don't see this deal happening. I've already spoken about Lobb plenty of times in these trade videos, but his agent is having a look. So it's important to mention nothing has happened yet. It's unlikely to happen. Peter Bell wants to keep him at Freo, but we'll see what happens with Rory Lobb, see if GWS make us a big offer. And Brodie has officially signed as a Fremantle player. A very one-sided deal. Pick 19 and Brodie for a future 2nd round pick. Great business by Freo. He hasn't been able to crack a consistent game at Gold Coast, but I have a mate who supports Gold Coast, like genuinely actually supports Gold Coast, and he's massive on Brodie. From the 2-minute highlight clip I've seen of him, I like his attack on the ball. Seems to be quite hungry, quite fierce, so I think he will slot in to this Freo side quite well. There was a 3-way trade today between West Coast, Carlton, and the Western Bulldogs. Sam Petrevski-Seton has joined West Coast in this trade. Lewis Young heads to Carlton, and the Dogs receive a late pick. SBS averaged 14 disposals last year. He hasn't been able to crack a game in that midfield. He's been chucked out on a flank and just hasn't been able to capture that top pick form which we expected. But maybe at West Coast, under guys like Shuey, Gaff, Yo, Redden, guys that are experienced, maybe he will develop into that inside mid that he was drafted as, and his silky skills, although he isn't the biggest player, could maybe shine through under the influence of these elite level midfielders. Given that West Coast don't have much great youth, particularly in the midfield, this makes sense for them to sign someone. I think SBS is about 23-24 around that age, so he fits the sort of age profile that West Coast would be looking for at the moment. Also involved in this trade is Lewis Young. He's a 22-year-old from the Western Bulldogs. He's only been able to play 24 games in 5 seasons at the Dogs, so he probably just wants to leave to be able to play some consistent footy at the top level. Last year he averaged 11 disposals, 2.6 marks, and 7.8 hit-outs. So he's gone to Carlton on, I think it's a 3-year deal. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that, but he's a defender slash ruckman, so you'd think he'd slot straight into that Carlton side, straight into the best 22. Given that they don't have a dominant ruck, done good business again today. They've got Lewis Young and they've got Cerra, so they've done really well this trade period already. Carlton, we'll see how they go for the rest of it, but they're ticking the boxes at the moment. Carlton fans will be happy with how this has gone so far. And the last deal I wanted to speak about today is Tim O'Brien. He has joined the Western Bulldogs from Hawthorn. The only real weakness in that Bulldogs side has been their defence. They don't have any real key position defenders other than Alex Keith. Like, their depth isn't great. So I think Tim O'Brien will slot nicely into this Bulldog side. He'd be that sort of second tool with Keith. Your Jake Lever to your Stephen May, if you will. He's played 97 games in 9 years at Hawthorn, so he's been around for a while. Hasn't really been able to have consistent season after season after season, but he's a good player. He reads the ball well. He's very athletic, as we saw from that Mark of the Year contender earlier this year, and he's a great intercept mark. He can play it forward or in the back, so a bit of a swingman if required, but I think we'll see him play in the Bulldogs defence all year next year. I don't think they'll chuck him forward because they don't really need him down there. But yeah, good acquisition from the Dogs. That makes a lot of sense. And I just realised I left my Freo scarf on for that whole video, so I apologise for that. Trades. Everybody like the video and subscribe if you're new. I hope you guys are enjoying the trade content. If you are, let me know down in the comments below. Like the video, drop a sub. Hopefully Freo get some big names in. I still haven't had my socks blown off yet, so I'm still waiting for that. Let me know who you guys want at your teams down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, you plonkers.